Alright, Vault Hunters, we've got some more Borderlands 4 updates today, this time from the creative director on the game, who gives us an idea of what they're looking to improve immediately for the game. Yes, more patches are incoming, and you guessed it, we have more shift codes as well, plus having trouble leveling up and getting XP. We have one of the best farming locations for fast leveling in the game. You don't want to miss this. And some strange things are going on with side missions and XP. Should you halt what you are doing right now with side missions and save them entirely for the end game? And it looks like bank SDUs are becoming a big discussion, as this one Borderlands 3 feature could add a huge quality of life improvement to the game, but will Gearbox ultimately add this in? And yes, I'm going over your top comments, so be sure to leave a comment down below for a chance for it to end up in the next video. But before we get into the video, check this out, guys. Yes, it is a huge day today. Dying Light the Beast is now officially out, and we have a few videos up on the channel about this brand new open world zombie game, which you can also find in the description down below. Of course, we've been playing Dying Light the Beast before release, and I can confidently say it is one of the best open world zombie games created in years. The parkour has been massively improved, combat is as sharp as ever, and the nighttime is absolutely terrifying. So check it out in the description below, and special thanks to Techland for sponsoring my Dying Light the Beast videos here on the channel. But let's get back into that Borderlands 4 news. Alright, so you guys know what time it is. It is free shift code time. Randy Pitchford once again drops a new shift code, and you have about 24 hours or so to redeem this baby. So this is what Randy Pitchford said on Twitter. He said, shift code system for Borderlands 4 is working pretty good now. Here's another code for a free golden key in Borderlands 4. Redeem in-game or at shift.gearboxsoftware.com. Expires in 48 hours. Good luck and happy looting. And just like his previous post, this probably expires in about 24 hours since this was posted yesterday, so make sure you get that shift code in there quickly. Now, let's get into what the dev team had to say about future updates to Borderlands 4. So after some back and forth for the past couple of days with Randy Pitchford, it looks like that the PR team has decided to basically say, hey, we need to recognize the problems and let the fans know what we're doing. So get this, the creative director for Borderlands 4 just confirmed some excellent news and gave us a critical update about what they are planning more immediately for Borderlands 4. So here is what he and the team had to say. He said, quick update for you guys, and he shared out the official tweet by the Borderlands account, which then said the following: hey Vault Hunters, we want to thank you for welcoming Borderlands 4 to the world. It's been less than a week since the game launched, and it's been incredible watching millions dive into Kairos and forge connections with new Vault Hunters. Thank you. We're reading every piece of feedback you share. Some of the things we've already begun to take actions on are the following. We know some PC players are running into bugs and crashes. We hear you. Updates to improve stability and performance already started rolling out over the weekend, and another is coming this Thursday. This is our top priority. It then goes on to say a field of view slider option for consoles is in testing right now, and more information is coming very soon on that. Some console players have reported concerns with performance, and we're investigating those with planned updates coming. We've been thrilled to see so many of you enjoying your time in Kairos, and as a thank you, we also just dropped additional in-game rewards with the Break Free Pack live now. We value your feedback and are committed to delivering an incredible Borderlands 4 experience for all players. Thank you. And I'll go ahead and put that shift code on the screen for you guys and in the description down below in case you haven't gotten the break free pack just yet. So check it out. Now, Randy Pitchford pitched into this as well and had some things to say specifically about the PS5 Pro version. He said the following: known issue of performance dropping on PS5 Pro after several hours of continuous play. Workaround until we patch is this: quit the game and restart. Sorry for the friction. So people were well aware of this problem. It seems like a memory leak going on with the PS5 Pro, and I do believe the Xbox version has this issue as well, according to many people on the Xbox. So again, if you have this problem and you're playing Borderlands 4 for a couple hours and run into performance issues, just quit out the game, then restart it, and it should solve the problem until we get that official patch that will just completely fix it. So after all is said and done, it is good to see the dev team taking the time to acknowledge the issues that the game faces and that they are making efforts to actually work on future patches, because there are some game developers that simply do not communicate with their communities at all. So it's good to see that Gearbox is doing this. And despite the fact that there's performance issues and some bugs in the game, the good news is that the creative director has basically said they're going all in with Borderlands 4 and plan to make it the best of the best. So this is what Graham Timmons, creative director, had to say. He said the reaction has been great, and we're using this momentum to keep building Borderlands 4 as the definitive Borderlands game. And this is actually really good news, because I do believe that they can fix the performance issues, that they can fix the bugs, and that they can get this game to a place where people can enjoy it without any of those bugs. And if you are wanting one of the best XP farming locations in the game, check this out, Vault Hunters. This was posted by Dr. Lava PhD, who said, "Hey Borderlands gamers, you want XP? Levels too low? Splash Zone still kicking your butt in? Sludge Ball not dropping the Jacobs kickballer you want? Let me introduce you to the easiest farm ever. Go here, kill the things, respawn, then farm, profit." And here is the exact location Dr. Lava PhD is talking about in regards to this, so check it out and see how it works out for you. And since we're on the subject of gaining XP, looks like some strange things are going on around side missions and XP. In fact, it's said that you should hold off doing most side missions until the end game. As PC Gamer explains, starting with this headline, they said, "Don't get stuck grinding in Borderlands 4's version of Hinterlands. In fact, you're screwing yourself out of XP if you try to do every side quest before beating the main campaign." So get this, the article then goes on to say the following: "I've had to blitz through the campaign after doing a few side quests for the review, and I can say with certainty that doing so is the correct on-ramp to Borderlands 4. Not just for the vibes, variety is the spice of life, but there's also a mechanical reason you might want to bank most of those side quests for later too. And there's actually reasoning for this as it relates to the post-game, as explained here in the article. It says Borderlands 4's post-game progression system, specialization points, don't unlock until you've beaten the campaign, no matter your current level. Beat the campaign at level 30, you get specialization points. Beat it at 40 like I did, specialization points. Think of this system as an additional Vault Hunter agnostic skill tree layered on top of your usual ones, providing powerful extra bonuses to your character." But what exactly is the issue? Well, here's what the article confirms. It says, the kicker is that specialization points take XP alongside your regular levels, meaning if you spend 80 to 100 hours doing every single side quest and map activity before you finish the campaign, you're screwing yourself out of a lot of XP you could have earned by doing the exact same thing in a slightly different order. So, what can you do about this? Well, you can still replay missions, but why do that kind of grind? So the article says you can replay missions for the XP instead, but that's adding even more of a grind to an already grindy game. And if you're spending 100 hours getting a 100% completion in Borderlands 4, you might as well spend those first 30 hours doing the campaign and the next 70 getting specialization XP. So yes, the article does bring up a lot of really good points. However, we here at Open World Games, we really like to play more organically and do what we want. That is, if we run into a side mission, we're probably going to do it. The side missions in this game, they're pretty enticing, and there's always going to be some sort of level of grind in this game. So to each their own, of course. But again, the article does bring up some really good points, and I do agree with some aspects of that perspective of making sure you hold off on side quests until you complete the campaign. But I'm not going to turn down a really cool side mission if I randomly run into one. So let me know what you guys think about this. Are you going to hold off on all of these side activities for the end game, or just play organically? And we also need to talk about bank SDUs, because it looks like a portion of the community are bummed out about this right here. So this was posted by FEENCH, who said bank SDUs have been account-wide in every previous Borderlands until this one. They then go on to say, this has to be a bug, right? In every single Borderlands since 2, when it was introduced, bank upgrades were account-wide while the other SDU upgrades were per character. It doesn't make sense for it not to be. The moment you create a new character, you can't even get rid of the level 30 and 50 pre-order guns while having the smallest backpack size. But cosmetics, including side mission cosmetics like that Thresher furry head, are account-wide? Doesn't make sense. And Fuzzpuff OG chimed in on this, saying the following: while I 100% agree that bank SDUs should be account-wide, as someone who did one last playthrough of Borderlands 2 right before launch, I can tell you with 100% certainty that Borderlands 3 was the only one that had it account-wide. So, what's your guys' take on this? Do you think this needs to be thrown into an upcoming patch? Let me know what you guys think. But there was one comment in particular that did catch my attention from Jericho Swain, who brings up a pretty good argument here. They said, the map needs to be revealed. I can deal with everything else but the map. There's no reason my level 30 character shouldn't be able to fast travel everywhere and has to rediscover, and in some cases, do the puzzle to unlock areas again. So it's a pretty good argument there. So how do you guys feel about that? Do you think you should be able to have access to the fast travel at that point in the game? Or do you enjoy rediscovering everything again and unlocking certain things of the map? So Vault Hunters, it's now time to get into your top comments. Be sure to leave a comment down below on this video, because you never know, you could be featured in the next upcoming video. And remember, today is a big day. Dying Light the Beast is officially out, and I have a few videos up on the channel about the game's open world, combat, updated parkour systems, and so much more. I've been playing the game before release, and I can say it is one of my favorite zombie games in years. So check out the description below to see what Techland has been up to. And again, thanks to Techland for sponsoring my Dying Light the Beast videos. I truly appreciate it. And continuing tradition, it's time to go over your top comments from the previous video. So let's dive into it, shall we? So let's start off with Toon Account, who said the following: a loot filter would be so amazing, would make target farming so much easier, like you could hide items based on manufacturer, class, etc. It only would show items, not hidden. And I love this idea because there's so many times where loot will pop up and I don't want the entire stash, or there's only one item in there that I really want, and it would have saved me so much time instead of having to go through each individual item. And here is another great top comment from Illy KOFE, who says, just a warning if anyone hasn't noticed or has had this happen. Sometimes trashing an item in your backpack will select one item above the one you selected. I've deleted purples and legendaries I didn't mean to delete, so just be aware. Other small things, I think there absolutely needs to be a permanent toggle for the backpack filter. It's exhausting having to change it from manufacturer to type every single time you open your bag. I wish they would have just kept the old UI. Totally agree with both of these points. Now, the first one I really have not experienced just yet, but it's good to know. I'm going to be extra cautious when selecting an item to delete, so that's definitely good to know. And the second one, I've noticed this big time where the filter keeps on resetting over and over, and I have to go in there and sort it the way I want to. So hopefully all of these things are updates that the developers can easily add in there. I'm sure they're easy fixes, but time will tell if they patch these in or not. And I really wanted to share this video that was posted by G-Mainers, I believe that's how you say it. They said kickballer shotgun with a Jacobs part to cause ricochet is actually game breaking. Check this out, guys. This is absolute madness right here, and I have to try this myself now that I've seen it. They do mention it cuts the frame rate in half, so be warned on that. But my goodness, it looks like it does an insane amount of damage right here. But that's going to do it, Vault Hunters, for the video. I hope you enjoyed it. Hit that like button if you did. Hopefully it was informative. Hopefully you got some really good information out of it. And we'll be keeping you up to date on all things Borderlands 4 right here at Open World Games. So if you're new here, hit that subscribe button and hit that like button once again if you enjoyed the video. I'll see you later, Vault Hunters, and have fun in the Borderlands.